Hi and welcome to this video. So this video is going to be, I have no idea what it's about right now, but it's on a Sunday, which is it's after the new moon. I'm feeling like quite a calm, chilled vibe from today. So I'm going to get into the tea cards and we're going to see what the energy is about. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to read the runes first of all. So let's see what your runes are telling us for today. What do you need to know? Or what, not really what you need to know, is it? It's what do you want to know? What are you looking to find out from today? We have Perthrow. So Perthrow can contain secrets at times. It's where there's an urge to take a chance, but it's been secretive right now. It's a bit like playing a game of poker, knowing when to take a chance. So that might be going on in your mind at the moment. Oh, and a Thala. Now this is always, at the moment when this one comes out, it makes me think home. Things that remind you of home, things that feel like home, things that feel comfortable, things that feel safe, stable, secure. So a Thala is all about inheritance and like what you put your time and energy into. So there's something about maybe taking a risk or a gamble on something that you feel could actually bring you that stability. And that's empowered by your intention. Now, for many of you, you may be going through some form of physical healing at the moment. So if you've got any physical ailments or anything like that. And I do feel like everybody does have something at the moment. And it's different for everybody. You know, it could be like muscular pain. It could be a cold. It could be something going on in your gut, something like that. And so Willow is kind of aligned with, maybe you were feeling this at the time when you set an intention. Now that intention may have been this new moon, or it might be a new moon a little while ago. But the energy of this is suggesting to me that you are determined here and you're healing through this. Something is changing in your life that you're kind of ready to take a chance on, and it's bringing some kind of healing. But I'm sensing that there's a need to take action on that could be uncomfortable. So it feels like there's an uncomfortableness to something that actually could bring you a lot of stability. So let's see what area of your life we're actually talking about. We have career and marriage. Okay, so this could be, now when career comes out, you might not be like an entrepreneur, you might not be really that sort of way inclined, or you may be. But for some of you, if career is coming out on here, it's kind of looking at the path that you're on. So it's not necessarily looking at love or relationships, but it's more about the path. So this is encompassing everything. So for many of you, I feel like career has come out today with marriage card, because it's kind of suggesting that there are so many things intertwined into what path you feel you should be on, that you want to be on, what you want to take a chance on. But it's more about stability. It's more about stability, but part of your journey of what you want to do with your life in terms of a career or work is part of that. But I don't feel it's the only part of that. So, Oracle. Let me read your Oracle first. And then we will get into the tea cards to see what the message is. Faith. I actually picked this one for myself this morning. This is strange. Faith, 14. Hope, inspiration and rejuvenation. So there's somebody there. There is this intention, this hope. That there's something on your mind right now that you want to empower. Now, you might not have shared this with anybody. It might just be a thought within your own head. In which case this could come as a bit of a surprise to people in your life at this time. But it's something that feels like, and I want to say it's got like a choke hold over you. There's something about choking about this. Maybe you've choked on something recently, or you've been choked recently, I don't know. But there's this energy of, it brings you inspiration. It brings you a desire to take a risk, take a chance. And nothing really seems to be stopping you in your runes. Nothing really seems to be getting in the way of that. You're really at home with yourself now. You're ready for something inspiring and new. So Willow is all about sun power energy, which is our life force energy. It's a life-giving force. And this is like an injection of life force that's within you now, that's helping you to take this chance. So let's see what the cards are going to tell us about this right now. Sorry, if you can hear crunching in the background, it's my daughter eating. Let's have a look. Mountain, a major challenge to overcome. So you might be right in the middle of this now, something that is changing in your life that you are trying to overcome. Now, the challenge may be some kind of temptation, something that perhaps you feel it's difficult. So say, for instance, an example of that would be you've decided to cut down on chocolate or stop eating chocolate, okay? But you're avoiding the places where there's a temptation to have that. And there's doubt in your mind that you can steer clear of the temptation, okay? So right now, you might be going through this challenge of not allowing yourself to go for it or trying to steer clear of it. Okay, so you can relate that to whatever it is going on in your life right now. It doesn't have to be chocolate. It's probably not chocolate for many of you. It could be something a bit more significant than that. Or for some, it could be to do with chocolate or drinking or smoking. It could be anything, basically. But Auntie's here kind of saying that you're actually doing a lot of work. You are going to achieve this mountain that you're trying to overcome. You are going to make it. I feel like you've tried to do this many times before, but now something feels like it's actually enabling you to do that. Okay. Now, there was a wish that you made that wasn't granted. There's something that perhaps you weren't able to achieve that you were hoping to achieve. But it's actually been a blessing in disguise that this didn't happen, that this didn't take off. Yeah. That could be actually parting of the ways of a romantic relationship. That could be a business thing, but I think for many of you, this was actually a relationship that you perhaps were hopeful would have been a wish fulfillment, but didn't actually turn out to be that. So for some of you, you may be going through a bit of a grieving process over that. However, I'm being told it is a blessing in disguise, because we have well here, family wishes coming true. There's something in your family line, and this could be ancestral, that is, it's kind of guiding you towards what feels like home to you, okay? Now, the well always reminds me of when I take people in meditations, I always present a well to them to allow themselves to drop off things that are a concern to them. And I feel like perhaps you've been doing that around family or people that you're close to. It's sort of like you've been allowed to just let go of these things. And it's almost like this broken ring and this broken wishbone, you know, it was broken for a reason. And it's helping you now to move forward in the direction that you really, truly are meant to be in, meant to go in. It could have been holding you back for some time. But take care, enemies are working against you. Now, don't be too concerned with this, because I feel like this is showing up because there is a feeling that something is going to go wrong, or that someone is going to be against you or trying to ruin things for you. Don't allow those thoughts, don't allow those fears to stop you from moving forward in the direction that you want to go in. Somebody working against you or behind your back. So these two go together very well. So you've really got this thought in your mind that someone is going to try and ruin things for you. It's almost like you're holding back from taking this chance on something that you feel is actually a fulfillment of yours because of fear of somebody trying to attack it, trying to ruin it for you. So why do you feel that? Why do you feel somebody is trying to do that to you? Okay, it's because this is a new opportunity. This is something that you always hoped you could achieve, but you never really saw yourself managing to achieve it. And someone has tried to keep you on their level for some time now. And I feel like you're ready to go through that archway, but there's this fear that it's going to crumble before you get there. Something's going to happen that's going to affect things that doesn't feel like a very positive way. But I feel like you've got to watch this intention, because your intention is strong, what you are desiring, it can be fulfilled. And I feel like it already is in the throes of being fulfilled. But you have to recognize where there is a need to let go of the things that you fear are going to crumble that for you, because it's actually becoming part of your intention. And you've got to be careful that your intention doesn't become actually what you don't want to happen happening. What do you call that? Self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, for some of you, you've been going through a bit of a chain of events that have all felt divinely guided. It's like this happened after that happened, and then that happened after this happened, but it's all been divinely guided. Now, there is a video that I did a while back that was all about this chain reaction. So go back and listen to that, because I feel like it could be, just scroll through my videos and see which one pops up, because it feels like there's something about that that's connected to you within this reading. Because you have been through a chain of events. There's things that have been happening that have led you to this point, to this conclusion, that have enabled. Some of it's stuff that you couldn't control, but some of it is stuff that you've actually realised, like, I'm taking this stance because it feels like I feel like I've been guided towards it. Feather. So I feel like you recently discovered, it says, someone you know is undependable and insecure. Insincere. That's strange that I said insecure and it actually says insincere. You've picked up on something of somebody that is bringing a lot of instability into your life, and it's created you to feel unstable or unsure about what it is that you really want. I feel like that's connected to this, somebody working against you and taking care and stuff like that. These seem really, really hard and harsh. I feel it's more, there's a disgruntled energy coming from this, that you're no longer giving time and attention to things that don't feel stable in your life. Not everybody is happy about that. But you've discovered this, and I feel like you've been journaling about this. You've been writing this down. And maybe in writing it down, you've received more confirmation about it. Okay, we have coins. Money will be coming to you. So this is why career is popping up on here, and marriage, because I feel like you are working towards something very stable, secure, and long term. There's some form of commitment going on here. And part of that is actually going to bring you financial security as well. So like that chain of events on there, I feel like there's not just one aspect of your life that we're talking about here. I don't feel it's just to do with your money or your job. I feel like it's to do with a lot of aspects of your life, all kind of coming together. But I do sense that there are big changes coming into your life. I'm going to get into the tarot cards now to see what these changes are. So this risk, this chance that you are feeling about taking, there's fear around it. There's something holding you back from actually fully going into it. And he stuttered then. I was like, oh. So maybe there's some kind of stutter going on with you at the moment. So what are these changes all about? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. So there's something that's been very difficult for you to let go of. Maybe it's taken you a while to see a different perspective on it. But it's almost like you're still struggling to let go. So something's kind of forced your hand to let go here. But actually in doing that, you've realised how this thing that's been quite, I feel, recent past really, has actually created a lot of instability and not real permanence. And that's what you're looking for. It's like the King of Pentacles here in reverse. It's like instability, insecurity. And you're starting to recognise, maybe I should leave that in the past, because I know what it means to me. I know what it leads to. So you're actually coming through that energy now of recognising what needs to be left in the past. Because there is some kind of desire fulfillment going on for you at this time. So you've actually discovered what your desires are, what you really want. And for many of you, it is this. You want something to commit to. You want something that you can put your energy into. There's something about honey or like sweet things within this as well. It feels like there's something around you that brings a real sweet energy to you. and you're not used to receiving that kind of energy because you've been used to kind of just trying to stay in something that's felt maybe unstable, and you being the most stable thing in a situation. Whereas now you're starting to recognize you actually need something to match your stability or to help you find that stability. And this Nine of Cups is kind of recognizing this contentment that you're looking for, that you really want. So that's the change that's coming, is moving towards something that you can celebrate, that's content, that's fulfilling a desire. And it also allows you to release and let go of burden. So you've been carrying a lot of burden, you've been carrying a lot of heaviness. And I feel like very recently you started to release that burden. You're starting to realise, actually, I don't need to carry this shit around anymore. That well I was talking about, that's exactly what I was talking about. Where's the well gone? There it is. Family wishes coming true. Family is very important to you. And putting your energy and attention into family is helping you to release this burden. You're starting to feel like a glad, as I'm going through this reading, I'm starting to feel this real glad feeling, this like heartwarming feeling coming up, which is what I feel you're going through. There's been a breakthrough in illusion, anything that perhaps seemed like an illusion, you're very clear on right now. And this is what's making you very empowered to be able to make decisions. However, you are in a moment of needing to rest. My nose is really itchy. I don't know why. Some people say that's confirmation. So I do feel you may have a cold or just not feeling very well at the moment, and you may have thoughts of like, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, I'm going to make changes. There's almost this urgency with how you're feeling around something right now, but you are being guided to rest at this time, okay? You don't need to restrict yourself or restrain yourself, but you just need to rest, okay? Because there is still an element of illusion. You're still not quite fully 100% sure on where you're going with this, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Whoa, we have the Knight of Cups just fell out there. I'm gonna have a look at that one. Yeah, there's something I feel sparking in your life that is opening you up creatively. You may have done some work around your sacral center recently, which is opening up your creativity, romanticizing your life. You need this. This is what you want right now. This is what you're looking for. Somebody's got the giggles. Yeah, and there's a fear around this not being stable. There's a fear around a rush, something being rushed and not being slow enough. So that needs to be looked at within this. It's sort of like, you know, yes, there's an idea of taking a chance, of doing something, perhaps revealing some kind of secret desire here. But there's also this fear of, well, if I come rushing in with an offer, with this romanticized sort of way of being, it could create some fast action that's going to then create an instability. And I feel like that is a very real fear. So there's a stubbornness. There is a real stubbornness going on with this of like, you know, just kind of sticking your heels in. However, over the next 3 months, it could for some be actually over the next 3 weeks, there are developments and something is going to change quite significantly in lots of areas of your life, which is bringing whatever you have been desiring, what this wish fulfillment is, what this desire fulfillment is, it's coming in. It's coming into your life and it's coming to stay. It's not something that is going to be temporary or going away. It does feel like it's something quite defiant though. Like I feel like this is something that's already in your life. So whether that is some kind of job or person or place to live, you already know it. You already know what it is. But you felt insecure around it. Almost like perhaps you feel like you don't deserve it or you can't possibly have that. It's almost like you've been putting yourself down around this. But something is telling you, actually, no, this is for me because it's here. It's available to me. And I feel like it really, really is available to you, but you're holding back. But that's going to change because you're being inspired. There's some kind of enthusiastic and inspired thoughts going on here. And this is bringing in a new idea. It's bringing in an idea for where you want to take things and what you want to do. There's something about a sunset or a sunrise as well that's important to you. I can see like being on top of a hill or something and being like misty. But just this desire to maybe set an intention in that space. Maybe you did that on the new moon. You're manifesting something here very, very strong. Okay, now you know what your skills are. And I feel like you're aware of alchemizing your skills in other areas. Now, the magician, I always see the lemniscate, you know, the like eternal figure of 8, if you like. This is kind of like where you're recognizing the flow and you want to be in that flow, but you're recognizing where you need to really bring your talents, your skills to the forefront and be a bit more confident in what you offer, what you bring. I feel like you could be a teacher of some form, or you want to be a teacher of some form. You've got a lot of knowledge, you've got a lot of skill, you've got a lot of experience. And this is coming through as part of this process, this chain of events that you're going through and receiving this desire fulfillment, this intention that you've set, this commitment, this investment. You're taking the steps to get there. See these steps leading up here? So this could actually be over the past 4 years that you've kind of been working towards this, and it's taken its time, but you haven't let go. You've been holding on to this like ambition. I'm going to call it ambition. That's important to you, but it's about to come into fruition. You know, between the next between the next 3 weeks to 3 months, I feel this coming in for you, and it's bringing a lot of balance. You're not going to feel like you're constantly giving. You're not going to feel like you're the one receiving and not giving. It's going to be balanced. It feels, I see you kind of surrounded by lots of different age groups as well. So it's like, there's lots of different people. This could be family, or it could be friendships, or a group that you're in. But it feels like it's tight-knit. It's like a tribe. And everybody knows their role within it. And this is what's bringing that security and stability into your life. Let's get one last card for your conclusion on here. What is the outcome on this? The Devil. Something is really tempting you. Something is really drawing you in. But you've got to watch this tricky feeling that you've got. Because there's still this energy within you of, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm not seeing the illusion here? This is because it feels too easy in a way. So this is for you to kind of recognize, okay, I know what an attachment is, and I know what is a flow, that kind of thing. So it's recognizing if you can come to something and come away from it and not be like, I've really got to have that, then it's in a flow. If it feels like, oh, I can't leave this alone, then that's more of an attachment. And I feel like you're on this journey of releasing a lot of different attachments. So the outcome here is about you recognizing these attachments and removing them. Your intuition is wide open right now. You're kind of bob on with a lot of your thoughts, feelings, interactions, synchronicities, that kind of thing. You're allowing this flow. You are allowing this flow. Spiderwebs could be significant as well, if you can see that spiderweb just up there. And the moon, the sequence of the moon. You're really interested in that at the moment. And stars, that's been something that's been coming through in readings a lot lately. It's something to do with stars, whether you're looking into astrology charts or, yeah, actually, I feel like some of you, you're looking at numbers and charts and things, trying to figure things out as to your life path, where you are right now, your life path number, angel numbers, that kind of thing. But you're really in that zone right now. and you're working things out on a spiritual level, I feel. I'm going to get one last card. And then we'll go. Yeah. Only you are holding yourself back in this situation. You know what your desires are. You know what the truth is that you are ready to unlock. And you know that there is an opportunity for you to take a gamble, to take a risk. It's being guided, especially by your ancestors, spirit guides. Now, the Eight of Swords always makes me feel like it's somebody that they could get out of that. They don't need to be stuck in that. They could get out of it very easily. Their feet aren't bound. They're not really tightly bound. But it's almost like it's helping them to stay stuck, maybe in a pattern, maybe in something that holds them back, because this is about your self-worth and understanding that. We had a lot of cards in there that were reversed that suggest about insecurity, not feeling worthy. You've got to stop doing that to yourself now. You've got to start recognizing, actually, this is available to me. This is an opportunity that's available to me, and I actually desire it. Go for it. This is your opportunity to really go for it. Strength. Have the courage, be bold, take that action, because these opportunities don't come up all the time, and you will kick yourself if you miss this opportunity. That's not saying that other opportunities won't be available further down the line. Of course they will. This is aligned with your fate. But right now, something very special is knocking at your door. But if you can't get yourself enough to open the door, it will leave. You will miss that opportunity. So whatever's going on in the background with this person, you know, that rat and the bat that's going on there, don't let that worry you. You kind of put that in your own head, and that's what's restricting you from moving forward here. Don't allow that to happen. You know, this is your life, this is your choices, this is how you want things to be. So be bold, have courage, and step up, step forward. Now, if this reading resonates with you and you would like a personalised reading to find out more about this, then please do get in touch. I'm offering 2 question readings for £10 as well. My details are down in the description box. So drop me an email or DM me, whatever platform you found this on, and I'll happily get that sorted for you. Have a blessed day.